Because I think the intelligent high performer goes...
Is that emotional intelligence?
No, I think a bit of that.
Yeah.
But I also think be smart, okay?
Yeah.
So people always say, if you want to achieve something in life, go and find the person who's achieved what you've done and find out how they did it.
Yeah.
And they're right.
Yeah.
So you make the decision to join... I'm not here to sell EXP
No,
or whatever,
it's
but
worth
I'm going to
talking
say
about.
EXP.
Yeah.
So there are obviously
Yeah,
other models. And you join the Real Agency Club, you use the people in there.
Yeah.
Look around. We've got people who are from different backgrounds, they've come at it from different ways, but we get together once a week online, we have events. Just find someone and just ask them those questions. Find out. Success leaves clues. Don't just try and do it on your own.
Massively.
But you've got to be open to that, and you've got to be open to that. But there's a second bit. Sorry.
No,
'cause I
it's
said,
brilliant.
So
Brilliant.
find that
Go for it.
person, but there's someone else you want to find, and they're a lot harder to find.
Go on.
They're a lot harder to find because they're not shouting about it. Find the person who has tried to achieve what you want to achieve, and they messed it up.
Yeah.
And that's the person I found towards the end of my career, and that person was the missing piece that allowed me to be the best athlete I could be.
How did you find them?
Through Daley Thompson again. He was the last British athlete to run in the Olympic 400 metre final back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay. And he messed it up. And he made a lot of mistakes
Right.
on and off the track.
So you could take that.
Oh, it's not that I could take it. It was his therapy to say, don't do what I did.
Yeah, man.
I overthought it. I overanalyzed it.
Yeah.
I was reactive. He said, don't do it. It's so obvious. And now here's the point. Other people would have been saying that to me.
Yeah.
It's not a genius. Like, it didn't say me something I didn't know. But I didn't listen to them. And why didn't I listen to them? Because who the hell are they? I'm the best athlete in the country. I'm I'm the best 400 metre runner the country's ever had. What do you know, coach? You're a coach. What do you know? And I wasn't like that, but I think a part of me was.
Psychologically,
But when someone sits across you at the table who has walked into that Olympic final,
They understand.
knows what it's like to go to that line in the Olympic final, and then the gun went and they messed it up, you're going to listen. And that's why I encourage all the people in the Real Agency Club to not just share their successes, because estate agents are really good about telling how good they are.
They are.
But come on, share with us your real mistakes, because we want to learn from that.
Do you know, that's so refreshing? And the reason why I say it's refreshing is because, like I said, there's a lot of talk on socials. Most agents are on socials, either building their brand or working alongside their business's brand. And it can be very tempting to look around, compare yourself to others and think that shit, everybody else is having the time of their life. I'm going through some real difficulties, but actually those difficulties were experienced by the people that are having their time of their life. Now, I mentor agents, so part of the reason of mentoring is to actually prevent people from going down the wrong pathways and actually not giving them too much directness around the feedback, because there's always nuances around different journeys. But it's actually to spin round and actually go, well, look, this is what I did. This is where I went wrong. And if I had the choice again, I would look at this as well.
Yeah. But the key is, this is what you did.
Yes.
Okay. And they're not you.
No.
So they may not have done that.
No.
But it doesn't mean they can't listen to what you did. And I think you asked me, we were obviously going off, but the starting point is to be all in, but it's also to know why you're doing it. And we're all different. And, estate agents are different. What they have in common is they're estate agents. So, but what I learned in athletics was that, I trained with Chris Akabusi, Daley Thompson. I had guys you've not heard of, a training group. But let's say Chris Akabusi, because he was my main training partner and obviously a famous athlete. You could not have two more different people on the outside as me and Chris Akabusi. So I'm a white, middle-class, well-educated grammar school boy who went to university to read medicine. He will always say that the difference between me and Roger is Roger got 10 O-levels and I got 10 no-levels. Chris's parents at a young age sent him and his brother from Nigeria over to the UK. He lived in foster care in children's homes. Yeah. He didn't concentrate in school, but ended up joining the army. It changed his life.
How did it change his life?
Because he got discipline.
Yeah. All of a sudden, that's something he hadn't experienced.
Yeah, he got father figures in some ways, but also it changed his life because the guy who was running the Army Athletics Club, where he was, saw he had some talent and gave him a pair of spikes. Didn't just see it, he gave him a pair of spikes. Corny phrase, the rest is history. So then I'm an 18-year-old spotty teenager who's just messed up my A-levels, so I'm retaking to go to medicine. And geography brought us together. So he was training in Southampton with the group. I lived near Southampton, so I would go across there. And these two human beings collided who had one thing in common, which was a talent to run the 400 meters. But apart from that, it wasn't obvious what we had in common. But our relationship over the next 6-7 years, we became not identical, but we became incredibly similar where it mattered. When it mattered, not on the outside, but where it really mattered, the moments where high performance comes from.
Okay.
On the track, when you're doing a hard session and you're not going to cut corners, turning up to the track when maybe you didn't have to, but you do for each other, and just making decisions together that we wouldn't have made on our own. I won't go into details about that, but big decisions when other people were saying, oh, no, you don't want to be doing that. But what we realised was that our differences made us unique.
Yeah. It's almost like that combination.
But it was our similarities that made us champions. And so I think in business, let's say you've got a group of estate agents, recognise your differences. Yeah. And embrace your differences. Yeah. But really focus down on your similarities. Yeah. Those are the things that are going to those are the things that are going to pull you through. Yeah. You know, yes, be different. You have different ways of being and communicating and celebrate that. But be authentically yourself, but also recognise what are the things that make us world class. And fortunately, I was lucky enough to spend every day of my life with Chris Akabusi.